Hey guys, welcome to another video, and the spring 2024 term is around us. It's starting right now, and if you are applying for the spring 24 term, this is the time that you really want to go ahead and target the spring 24 term. Now to begin with, there's a lot of tasks, a lot of small tasks that you actually have to work around, and what happens is if you even skip one of these tasks, well, your admissions journey can be a little bit messed up and you may not be able to make it to some of the best universities that your profile deserves. Now, how do you actually go ahead and make sure that you don't miss out on even a single step during your journey? Well, that's what we are here for, and we're going to be telling you exactly based on our experience working with almost as good as 10,000 people in the last 4 years, exactly step by step when you need to do which step, and essentially once you actually follow the schedule right, you'll be able to understand how to actually make sure that you get into some of the best universities worldwide, right? So we'll start over here. I actually have everything documented. You don't need to worry about it. You don't need to take notes. But for now, just focus on the video and understand exactly what you need to do, right? Starting from the month of Feb itself, this is Feb right now, right? So we're starting from Feb itself, and what I would recommend is start focusing on your tests. If you're an undergraduate, focus on SATs. Graduates, focus on GREs, GMATs, right? Depending on essentially which exam you have to take, depending on the country, right? That's what you need to do. And if you don't know which exams to take, you can take a look at just one or two sample universities, one or two universities that you're targeting, take a look at their admissions requirements, you'll find out which exams to take, right? Next, what you need to do is you also need to take a language test. So these two tests, right? One is a standardized test, the other one is a language test. You need to start preparing for them right now. And this is the recommended timeline. Remember, people do it even in the last month of their application cycle, but I would highly recommend that you do it in February. You start from February itself, right? And once you actually start with these, you can actually take the tests later, anytime before your application submissions. You see, application submission ideally for the spring term would start somewhere around May, right? Even May is a little bit early, to be very honest with you. It starts around June, July, lasts around August, September even. That's, I would say, the last point you should be applying. Some people even apply in October. It's fine, but yeah, don't push it beyond October, worst case scenario, all right? But yeah, if you really want to make sure you fly out to university, you get your visa in time, you apply between May through October, and that's essentially for the spring 2024 term, all right? So you're doing it in 2023 itself. Now, in terms of the test prep, again, you want to finish the test prep somewhere around May, max to max June, July, right? So that you can still make it in the good months. You can still apply in the good months when the applications have just opened up. Apart from that, there's a lot of other tasks as well that you have to do in parallel. So if you're not hoping to do them in parallel, make sure that you finish the tests a little bit early, because your document preparation, that is your SOPs, your LORs, all of these you have to get started with them. If you're doing them on your own, you have to get started with them in early 2023 itself. That's somewhere around March, April. If you get them started right now, you'll be able to master them somewhere around June, July. It happens like that, right? If you're working B draft for the first time in your life, like we're seasoned professionals in our team, thousands of SOPs that we've written. Now we know even if we had to do it in about 1 week, we can finish it off for you. But when it comes to you guys, you're doing it for the first time and you don't want to mess it up, right? So you make sure you spend as much time on it, and you'll actually realize within a couple of days, you'll get more ideas. Sometimes you'll see more samples. Sometimes you'll have more tools to test out your SOP on, right? And then finally, after all the checks, it's going to take a couple months, and then you'll get to the final version. So that as well, you have to start with a little bit early. I would recommend starting in March, April itself. Or if you're working with us, you can see that, from February itself, we have continual profile improvement guidance over here, the red line. Your drafts are written by Ivy League graduates, and you have free edits, essentially unlimited free edits that you can use before your application submission. And we plan on basically helping you submit your applications as early as possible, because as you can understand, the earlier you submit your applications, the better your chances of getting into some of the topmost universities, the better your chances of getting a scholarship as well, the better your chances of making it to university without any deferrals and without any visa pain, all right? By the way, if you're applying by yourself, one more thing you will need to focus on is to shortlist the universities. You see, I've written explicitly over here that you need to take the test and shortlist universities by this time, May, June. This is the period, this is the peak period where you are taking the test, shortlisting the universities, all right? Apart from that, your application submission is going on, can go on until October, and you will start receiving some admits also around October itself. October, November, December. These are the periods where you get the admits. All right, if you've applied in time, you will get them by max to max September, so you can start with your visa process. Finally, once you do receive the admission letter, you can see over here, September, October, November, you've received the admission letter from the university. All you have to do is you have to get the I-20 form, and this is for US. Now, this can be different for different countries. If you're going to Canada, for instance, You'll need your letter of acceptance, it's called LOA, and then you start applying for the visa. Similarly, for UK, you apply for the Tier 4 student visa. For US, you apply for the F1 student visa. You need to get the I-20 form, and you need to apply in November, December. Most universities worldwide, whether it's UK, Canada, European countries, they would like you to apply for the visa somewhere around this time itself. So in January, when you fly out, it should all be sorted. Some countries have it a little bit late as well. Your session may start somewhere around Feb, March. That's okay. You still want to make sure you follow this timeline. And especially for US, Canada, UK, these timelines work very, very well. All right. Then, of course, you have your pre-departure formalities. You have to book your tickets. You have to, of course, get some other things done. You have to pack your bags, right? And that's really it. That's the whole schedule right here mapped out for you for the Spring 24 session. Remember, if you have any questions, if you have any doubts, you don't really know how to proceed, you can take a look at my number. You can reach out to me on WhatsApp. It's actually in the description right below this video. Once you reach out to me, I'll tell you if I can help you even further. You can also take a look at YMGrad services on ymgrad.com, where you can actually connect with many other students going on the same journey just like you for the Spring 2024 session, right? You connect with them, connect with us, and you can also take these services where Ivy League graduates will directly file your applications and help you get some of the top most universities worldwide. If you're doing it one time in your life, I recommend doing it with us, and you'll see the change. All right. Again, subscribe to the channel if you like the video. Follow me on Instagram, where we also have a lot more content where this came from, and you can connect with me directly over there. Just leave a message and I'll be happy to answer your questions over there as well. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Goodbye and take care for now.